Today's business environment is exciting and yet challenging. For many of us, the rules have changed, the competitors may have changed, but so have the solutions. Traditional solutions may not yield the type of breakthrough results that most senior management teams are looking for. Many organizations are returning to a focus on their core business to deliver those bottom line results. At the same time, they may neglect those non-core but critical support services that are required to impact the business. Both public and private sector organizations are looking to non-traditional solutions such as outsourcing. They've decided to partner with the world's leading company in document management services. That partner is Xerox Business Services. Over the next few minutes, I'd like to take you on a tour of 4 customer sites and let you listen to the decision makers talk about the impact of that partnership with Xerox Business Services.
Our campus is very spread out. We're a dozen buildings on 46 acres. And there was extreme inefficiencies in having all those people come to central services and then back out. Twice a day, 20 different individuals made the pilgrimage to our centralized mailroom. Shipping and receiving and other services were not integrated with that. Printing services didn't include a delivery service or a pickup service. Today, Xerox has integrated all of those services, and it's been a great improvement in the quality of service to our clients. Before Xerox helped us re-engineer, restructure, many of our staff were distracted by this range of services we had to provide. Non-specialist staff, non-skilled staff responsible for areas that they had to pick up one by one as the need arose. Also, many of our management staff were asked to manage areas that were not in their core competencies. So it was an extreme distraction from the important businesses that we have to deliver to meet our future. There was nobody else who could meet the range of needs that we had, and quite frankly, we couldn't afford to fail. Xerox were the only people in whom we had the confidence that we were sure to succeed. Today, Xerox is taking care of our reprographic needs, including offset printing, centralized and decentralized copying, shipping and receiving, stationary stores and distribution, and mailroom. It's a difficult thing for people to surrender responsibilities they've had. It seems there was a certain notion that it was an admission of guilt, that you couldn't handle the work, that somebody else could do it better, even though in fact they could. And today we've seen that turn around over a period of several months during the decision-making process. People slowly came to realize that we were handing this area over to specialists, to professionals. Well, quite frankly, they've made me look good. They've delivered a professional service. It's more than met the expectations of our staff and management, and we continue to improve every day.
Chrysler Corporation, like many other large organizations, is looking to redefine itself. We want to focus on our core businesses, the things we do best, making and selling vehicles. We had in the past number of years an in-house print shop, mailroom, stationery crib, and we found that different areas in Chrysler were going to outside vendors to have that particular type of work done.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, right, bye-bye.
Bye.
We felt that Xerox was really the only vendor that met all requirements, printing, mailing, and stationery. They had the expertise, the technology, the reporting mechanisms even to show our cost control. The technological advances that Xerox has made with its DocuTech system, which is fully networkable, which has a data scanning activity, a data storage activity, that whole package together was very, very attractive. Personally, I was very excited when I was given the demo about it. It's going to allow us to send data, print material electronically to the one center here in Windsor, and we can send it via modem, over a network. That type of immediate service, the electronic nature of the transmission, is a key feature to this whole program. We think the Xerox-Chrysler relationship will afford us more cost control, as well as lowering our costs overall. We're looking for better turnaround for our customers, higher quality, more flexibility in the types of things we can produce. Another key item is the education of our internal customers, to make them more aware of the new technology, what it can do for them, how we can print things, mail things faster, better, cheaper.
A law office, like many professional services firms, have very highly skilled individuals, not just our professional staff, but our support staff as well, who work with our clients on a day-to-day basis. It makes an awful lot of sense for anybody in that type of a relationship to keep those upfront people in that client relationship rather than doing behind-the-scenes work. For that reason, the Xerox Business Systems made an awful lot of sense in our particular firm. There's two main reasons we chose Xerox Business Services. First would be our long history with Xerox and the quality client service that they provided to us. The second would be that we did, nevertheless, with that history, go out and seek competitive bids. And Xerox did two things. One, they identified our needs and ensured that their proposal would fit in directly into our internal needs. And secondly, they offered the best value for money. Xerox is providing all of the photocopying facilities, and maintenance on our walk-up copiers, which are few, and internal mail, external mail facilities at the end of the day, purchasing of our office supplies, and servicing of our internal photocopiers. In the minds of our clients, the quality is sometimes perceived in the paper that's generated by our office and not necessarily in the underlying legal services. We want to ensure that the quality output of our documents match the quality of the service provided. We're convinced over the short period of time that the Xerox Business Services has been in place that it is going to improve our bottom line performance, and at the same time it is meeting or exceeding in the minds of our staff the expectations we set for quality, timeliness, etc.
Our history, McDonald's history with Xerox goes back a long way. I've been with the company 11 years, and Xerox was the supplier of choice at that time, 11 years ago, for all the reproductive equipment. About 3 years ago, the mailroom got to such a point that I basically had to take a step back one day and say, how can we make this thing better? We chose outsourcing because obviously we weren't experts in this field. It wasn't McDonald's core business, and we wanted to align ourselves with someone who was. Xerox had been the pioneer in quality management, and I thought who better than that company to tell us what we needed to know. Features that have been added and things that we didn't expect to happen were the color photocopying being on site, which is a wonderful advantage for people here. It's something we had always been doing but sending off site. The assembly jobs being done on site. It makes the secretaries and coordinators' jobs much, much easier. And I think by Xerox's staff being so professional, it's actually rubbed off on our own staff. And I think a lot of the support staff have become a lot more professional in how they voice their requirements and what they're expecting. I see ourselves having a partnership with Xerox, and what partnership means to me is aligning McDonald's or any other company with a world-class organization, and you're making both companies stronger. You're both giving the skills that you have on each side of the agreement to the other, and it's just an ongoing, growing thing. I wouldn't want it to be judged solely from an economics point of view. I don't think that's a fair barometer, and I think if people put in an outsourcing company just to look at it for money saved is the wrong way to look at it. You're getting a much higher degree of service and professionalism and new services that weren't available before, so it's very difficult to say we're saving money and not improving service, or improving service and not saving money. I feel they're both different sides of the coin, and I think if you go into this with just the thought of saving money, it may not be as successful. Interestingly, I think the perception right now is that Xerox is almost part of the McDonald's family. They're just an integral part of this office. And I really don't think anyone can imagine not having Xerox here at this point, and that goes right to the top.
After touring these locations and listening to these customers, we think you'll agree that an outsourcing partnership for document management services between your organization and Xerox Business Services could deliver breakthrough productivity and cost effectiveness and a competitive advantage for your organization now and in the future.